Andy Brayshaw with a long injury. This life's not getting any easier. Is it?
Nah, it's a tough one. Andy he did pretty well to play out the game last week, and unfortunately he's picked up a little injury, but that's what happens over the course of a footy season.
Who do you go to this week? Ollie Wines?
I'm not sure yet. We'll have training tonight and might find a little bit more tonight, but yeah, not sure yet.
What sort of jobs have you been doing more recently, Bailey? Have you been tagging midfield or high half forward with a defensive role? What sort of roles have you done?
Yeah, over the last couple of weeks I think I've been more that high half forward, just playing the team structure, and been playing more in the forward half in the last couple of weeks.
How have you found that? It's a pretty tough role to play, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's one of the tougher roles in the team, I reckon. Just the amount of running and the volume of work that you have to get through, but it's one that you just got to work through. And as there's a group of us there that share up that role, and we've been working really well together over the last couple of weeks to keep building our chemistry together. So it's been working well for us.
So who are the other ones you do it with?
Brandon Matera and Steph Jara have probably been the main ones over the last couple of weeks.
It's tough for young players to get through a full season. You're most of the way through now. How are you holding up physically?
Yeah, my body's actually feeling decent, which is really pleasing, and it's a credit to our strength and conditioning staff. They monitor us pretty closely, and so hopefully I can hold it together for another seven games.
What's the bigger challenge? Is it a physical challenge or a mental challenge, you think, to get through an AFL season?
I think it's a combination of the two. Obviously, physically every week can be a struggle because you pick up these little niggles throughout the year, but also the mental challenge, particularly in your first year, because you haven't had that experience before. But it's a combination of the two, and just trying to manage both as best as you can.
It's been a couple of heavy defeats the last couple of weeks. For the younger guys, how do you put aside that sort of disappointment, especially with Port Adelaide, it's a tough one for this weekend? What do you focus on to get through the rest of the season?
Yeah, it's obviously a difficult one because you don't want to be too flat for too long over the course of the week. I think that's when, as younger blokes, we lean on the blokes with experience and the players who've been around and been through these losses before, and we sort of take our cues from them during the week. So when they're up and about and training really well, then we sort of hop on that wagon with them and just look to take our leads off them. So blokes like Dave Mundy and those sorts of fellas are really important to us in that regard.
What's the message from Ross after a couple of games like the last parts of the game, especially the game against Brisbane, and what do you do to prepare for a game against Port Adelaide where they're up and about?
Yeah, it was a really difficult loss, as you said, last week, and so during this week we sort of reset a little bit, refocused on the last 7 weeks, and made a recommitment to each other that we're going to keep focusing on that continual improvement, both as individuals and as the team as a whole. So I think we've sort of tried to put that behind us as much as we can, and refocusing on a new challenge coming up.
After the Darwin game, Ross said collectively the team had to toughen up. What's he done this week to address that?
I think that's as much a mental mindset shift as it is anything physical that you can do. So I think at training and going into the game, we'll have that real focus on being a tough AFL team. So hopefully that pays dividends on the weekend.
Because they're going to bring that, aren't they? I mean, Melbourne's known as a contested ball team. Port Adelaide's contested ball's been pretty good this year too.
Yeah, you look at some of the blokes, they go through the middle with Ollie Wines, Trav Boak and Rockcliffe and those sorts of fellas, and they're hard-nosed AFL players, so we just have to match them inside, and we've got the Stephen Hills and Dave Mundys of the world that can really bring it to them inside as well.
The Bravery Awards today, do they sort of bring into perspective the privilege you haven't been in AFL football?
Oh, definitely. Obviously, these young kids who've been through so much already. I was paired with a 5-year-old, and she's been in hospital for a couple of months and had a couple of issues. And I think the real lesson you take out of it is just the way that they still look at life, and they're still positive. And she was having an absolute ball in there today and was having massive amounts of fun. So it's just that positive mindset that children bring. I think that's a real lesson that we try to take out of it as players.
Did you enjoy the slide?
Oh, the slides were awesome, yeah.